Hey guys, how's it going? Dev Sports Talk here. I'm here to talk to y'all a little bit about the Texans game where I think it was a little bit rigged for the NFL's advantage. Now you may think like, what are you talking about? Well, I think this game was rigged just to increase a market over in Mexico. There was a lot on this line for the game. The Texans were 6-3, and the Raiders were actually 7-2. So playoff implications. There's a little bit of playoff implications on this game, so it was kind of a big deal for this specific game to be rigged, or you could say, quote unquote. Um, but the big thing was the NFL definitely wants to expand. You've seen their games where the Jaguars go over to Europe. They consider Jaguars Europe's team, where Jaguars actually might even move to an expansion in Europe. Now you see where the Raiders are Mexico's home team. So the stadium was full of Raiders fans, and the stadium was actually painted to be a Raiders stadium. So when you're looking at this, you obviously know that the NFL wants the Mexico to have the Raiders as their home team. And doing this, you want to make sure that the fans are happy to increase your market. Um, if the Texans did go down there and they blew out the Raiders, or even if they just won barely by the Raiders, your team lost, and that doesn't give you a lot of hope for the NFL to go down there. So what they wanted to do is they want to make sure that every single team that goes down to a new market wins most of the time. Now, this was the very first game ever played in Mexico for the NFL. So this was a big game. And I think the NFL made sure that the Raiders won. They wanted their home team to win. They wanted to make sure that the fans were happy, and they wanted them to make sure that the fans would make the market bigger over in Mexico to where maybe an NFL expansion could happen. So my number one point to this is just because I really do think that since the NFL wants to increase their business, they made sure that the refs rigged this game to make sure that the Texans lost no matter what happened. As you could tell by the first quarter play, DeAndre Hopkins caught a 60-yard touchdown pass. It was later reviewed, and actually it wasn't actually ever reviewed because they called the play dead, which was kind of a weird play, but it's in the rule books. I mean, you can't really argue it too much, but it was kind of a bad call on the ref. But there was also the fourth quarter stand where the Texans were actually driving. It was tied 20-20, and there was about 5 minutes left. It was about second down, and they ran it in three times, and they passed the line. They passed the first down marker every time, but the refs kept on saying that they were short, inches and inches. So that was kind of a huge blow to the Texans at the end. Um, but like I said, you want to make sure that your fans are happy in Mexico. You want to make sure that the team that they didn't just go out there for nothing. There was about a 75-25, or should I say, a three 3-to-1 ratio of about uh, Raiders fans to Texans fans. So you want to make sure that the Raiders fans are happy because that's the biggest market that's over there right now. So what you do is you make sure that the Raiders win no matter what. And I really do think that this game was a rigged game just to make sure that the market increased over in Mexico. Now you can call me crazy, you can call me a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but like I said, I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. But this game, as far as a business standpoint, I totally believe. There's a lot of corruption in businesses, and we all know this. And the NFL is a business. When you think about it, it's not just for players to have fun or whatever. It's a business. They're trying to sell their image every week, every Sunday, every Monday, every Thursday. Um, and that's something that I think that they took advantage of over the fans, and they wanted to make sure that the Raiders won no matter what happened. Now, you could call me a salty Texans fan because I am a Texans fan, but there were a couple plays that I know that if the refs maybe just gave us the first down and we lost that play, I would have said we lost fair and square. If DeAndre Hopkins' touchdown was ruled as a touchdown, if those two controversial plays were never called and the Texans lost fair and square, I wouldn't be making this kind of video. I would know that the NFL didn't try to rig this game. But there were, like I said, there were a couple plays that were just really crazy, and when you think about them, it was just really bad. And like I said, guys, I really do think that the NFL is a smart business, and I think this is what they wanted whenever they brought the game to Mexico for the very first time. They wanted to make sure that the home team left happy. And what happens when your team wins? You get more money, you get more jersey sales, you get more revenue for the team, you get better. There's going to be more demand for the NFL in Mexico. So I think this is a big reason as to why the NFL wanted to make sure the Raiders won. Um, this was going to be my video for today, guys. But thank you for watching. Let me know if I'm a crazy ass motherfucker, but this is really what I think. Really, what I really, really, really think happened. And the NFL, like I said, is a smart business. So Let me know if I'm crazy as fuck. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys.